Imagine a startup burning over $1 billion every single month, literally just to keep the lights on for its infrastructure, and yet, somehow, it still manages to hit a near trillion-dollar valuation. I mean, it sounds completely like science fiction, right? But this is exactly the reality we're living in today. Welcome to this week's Explainer, where we're breaking down what was an absolutely historic, landscape-altering week in the AI space.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Late May 2026 just brought us the largest private funding round in tech history, bar none. Anthropic officially closed a staggering $65 billion Series H raise, and that catapulted their post-money valuation to an unbelievable $965 billion. We are talking about a near trillion-dollar company that isn't even publicly traded yet. To put that massive scale into perspective for you, that's more value than Ford, General Motors, and Boeing combined. Just wild.
And this completely reshuffles the deck. Anthropic has now officially leapfrogged its biggest rival, OpenAI, which was valued at $852 billion earlier this year. The battle for AI supremacy has literally never been this intensely capitalized. Now, before we unpack exactly what this means for you, the software you use, and the broader economy, do me a huge favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right now so you never miss a critical explainer.
Section 1. The Trillion-Dollar AI Wave. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that this massive influx of capital isn't just operating in a vacuum. We're in the middle of a macro financial earthquake that is permanently altering the global tech landscape. For the first time, the timelines for the three major AI-era public offerings are locked in. We're looking at a combined $3.7 trillion IPO wave. SpaceX filed its S-1 targeting a $1.75 trillion valuation. OpenAI is targeting a September 2026 listing at around $1 trillion, and Anthropic is right behind them, eyeing October. This is setting up to be the most consequential tech IPO wave since the post-pandemic era, hands down.
So why on earth do they need all this money? Well, one word: compute. It was recently revealed that Anthropic is spending $1.25 billion every single month just on compute from SpaceX's data center clusters alone. That proves that AI is no longer just a software game. It's a massive, capital-intensive physical infrastructure arms race. We're talking about the need for entirely new power grids and unprecedented hardware arrays.
Moving on to Section 2, Agentic AI and New Models.
So how does all this underlying compute and capital actually manifest in the products we use every day? Well, it's driving a complete pivot in how software operates. Just look at the updates from the big three that dropped in a matter of days. Anthropic launched Claude Opus 4.8, Google pushed Gemini Spark to its AI Ultra subscribers, and OpenAI updated GPT-5.5 Instant. What you're seeing across the board is essentially the death of the static chatbot. The whole industry has definitively shifted toward proactive, autonomous agents that just do the work for you in the background.
Take Anthropic's new dynamic workflows inside Claude Code, for example. Instead of just spitting out a snippet of code in a chat window, Claude can now dynamically spawn up to 1,000 parallel subagents to tackle a single complex task. It's like a giant digital hive mind. They independently address problems, check each other's work, and then converge on a final answer. It is now completely capable of running massive end-to-end code-based migrations entirely on its own. And hey, it's coming to your personal life too. Google's Gemini Spark is a 24/7 personal AI agent available on their $100 a month Ultra tier. It reads your emails, sets reminders, monitors pricing differences, and even books things on your behalf. It is literally working while you sleep. We're officially bringing sci-fi level personal assistants right to the smartphones in our pockets. But you know, it's not all flawless magic. Despite being trillion-dollar mathematical marvels, these models still stumble on the absolute basics. Take this viral glitch from this week. Google's AI Overview confidently told users that the letter P appears twice in the word Google. Why? Well, it all comes down to autoregressive tokenization. These models read text in chunks, or syllables, not as individual letters. So ironically, the smartest systems on Earth still struggle to count basic characters. Let's move to Section 3 and see how this builds. The developer cost shock. This all builds into an immediate financial impact for the people actually building our future. Effective June 1st, GitHub Copilot, the massive AI coding assistant, is switching from a flat-rate subscription to usage-based billing for its heavy agentic features. Developers are now paying cents per token, which has sparked massive outrage across the community. The era of unlimited flat-rate AI is officially ending, as the true, staggering cost of this compute gets passed right down to the everyday developer. Section 4. Robots enter the real world.
And this brilliantly illustrates our next point. While developers deal with the cost of the software, that exact same software is finally jumping off our screens and into physical bodies, with massive real-world consequences. Japan Airlines is now deploying humanoid robots at Hana Airport for just $15,400 a unit to load baggage and clean cabins. Meanwhile, Tesla confirmed it's converting its Fremont factory to produce up to 1 million Optimus robots a year. And get this, a humanoid robot from Honor just ran the Beijing Half Marathon in 50 minutes and 26 seconds. It actually beat the human world record. These are no longer just isolated marketing stunts, guys. This is real.
But this physical AI explosion brings some pretty intense geopolitical realities. As you can see, right now China commands a massive 80% of the global humanoid market control, heavily bolstered by state venture capital funds. That leaves the rest of the entire world with just 20%. As these robots become absolutely essential for manufacturing and logistics, the dominance of physical AI manufacturing is quickly becoming a major point of international focus and, honestly, tension.
Which leads us to Section 5, AI Cyber Threats and Ethics.
The stakes get even higher when we look at the terrifying security realities of what happens when these autonomous systems find vulnerabilities. AI is now playing both the ultimate attacker and defender. Just look at this timeline. On May 10th, an AI agent autonomously exploited a database vulnerability and exfiltrated an AWS database in under 2 minutes. 2 minutes! Then, on May 18th, a cybercrime group used a VS Code Trojan to harvest configuration files directly from OpenAI and Anthropic employees. But on the flip side, on May 22nd, Anthropic's unreleased Mythos model stress-tested software and found over 10,000 critical flaws, including a 16-year-old bug that had somehow survived millions of human tests.
Because these systems are so insanely powerful, the global squeeze for the minds building them is really intensifying. Neutrally speaking, we're seeing both sides tighten their grip. The US has recently cut AI talent immigration by 89%, while China has imposed mandatory overseas travel pre-approval for anyone working on advanced AI at private firms. Both of these global superpowers are tightly restricting the movement of top AI talent to maintain their competitive edges.
And the ripple effects of this technology are so profound that they've even reached the Vatican. Pope Leo XIV just published Magnifica Humanitas, which is the first ever papal encyclical entirely focused on artificial intelligence. When a 1.4 billion member institution issues a 42,000-word warning addressing the displacement of human work, the concentration of power, and the ethics of automation, you know for sure we have crossed a major societal threshold.
We are literally witnessing a trillion-dollar restructuring of the global economy, the birth of autonomous agents and robots actually running among us. It's moving so much faster than anyone predicted. So I really want to hear from you. With Anthropic's massive war chest, OpenAI's huge integration, and Google's ubiquitous ecosystem, which AI company do you think actually wins 2026? Sound off in the comments below. And hey, if you found this explainer valuable, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.